Welcome back to Chef Serj in the house, and today we are making a dish that holds a special place in my heart and in my family's kitchen. Authentic Uzbek plov. This isn't just a dish, it's an experience. This comfort food is great for gathering and it's packed with flavors. Many of you know me for quick weeknight meals, but plov is type of dish that takes a little bit more time for, but if you take all the steps, the results are incredible. Plus, as a bonus, I'm going to share with you a recipe of traditional achupchuk salad to go with it. It is very simple. So let's get cooking. To make this authentic Uzbek plov, you only need a few key ingredients. First, lots of carrots. Next, the meat. I recommend lamb. And of course, the star of plov, our rice. I'm using long grain basmati. We also need onions, whole garlic, coriander and a spicy pepper. I'll talk about proportions in a moment. First, let's prep the rice. Rinse it under cold water a few times until it runs clear. Then add salt and let it soak for about an hour. For plov, the proportions are simple. Equal parts carrots, rice and meat, with approximately half that amount of onion. In this video I'm making a large batch to keep in the fridge for quick meals, so I'm using about 1 kilo or 2 pounds each of carrots, rice and meat, plus 2 large onions. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, I'll try to help out. Okay, now let's build the heart of our plov, the zirvak. Grab a large pot and add your favorite high heat oil. I'm using tallow today, heat it up and carefully add the lamb.
Wow.
While the meat is getting beautiful golden crust, we can prep the veggies. What is zirvak, you would ask? It's the combination of seared meat, in our case lamb, golden onions and thick cut carrots, all simmered slowly to create the ultimate flavorful broth. Make sure your knife is sharp. Slice the onions into thick pieces, they'll go into the pot soon. Don't forget the mix, turn it so it gets a deep golden color on all sides. Now, slice the carrots. Avoid thin strips. They are disappearing during cooking. Mine are about half to 1 centimeter or roughly a quarter inch thick. Check on that meat. If it's nicely golden, add the onion. I place the meat on top so the onions can caramelize properly.
I want the carrot.
If your meat releases a lot of liquid, leave the meat out, add the onion first so they can brown, then return the meat into the pot once the onions are ready. Or you can cook onions separately and add it into the meat later. By now, your carrots should be done. Add them on top and gently mix, but don't stir too much, we want to keep those layers. About 5-10 minutes later, add in the carrots, pour into hot water, just enough to cover everything. Add whole coriander seeds. I like to crush them with a pestle or just rub them between my palms to release the aroma. Add a bit of salt, you can always adjust later. Remember, the rice is already salted from soaking. Reduce the heat to low and let the zirvak simmer uncovered for about 30 to 40 minutes. As it simmers, you might see some brown foam on top, just skim it off. After about 20 minutes, tuck the whole garlic heads in, don't peel them, the magic happens inside. Optional but highly recommended, add a cup of raisin and or a cup of garbanzo beans, they add incredible flavor. I usually add raisins, but unfortunately I didn't have them today. Taste the zirvak. If it needs more salt, add some now to bring out the flavors. If the ingredients aren't fully covered, add a bit more hot water and simmer for about another 20 minutes. At this point, your kitchen should smell incredible. Smells good? Yeah, thank you. Now for the rice, which has been soaking. Drain it well and spread it evenly over the zirvak. No mixing, just a nice flat layer. Make sure water is covering the rice by about half an inch or 1 centimeter. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat. Optionally, for heat and extra aroma, place a whole spicy pepper on top. Also, we should sprinkle in the remaining ground coriander. Cover tightly and let it cook for 20 to 30 minutes. Don't peek. While the rice cooks, let's make the traditional Uzbek achuk-chuk salad, perfect for cutting through plov's richness. It is simple: slice onions thinly and rinse them with cold water to remove bitterness. Then slice your tomatoes, add salt to taste, and optionally a bit of olive oil. The crisp acidity balances the dish perfectly. After about 15 minutes, lift the lid and gently shape the rice into a dome by putting it from the sides toward the center. Then use a knife or chopstick to poke small holes all the way to the bottom so the steam and any remaining water can escape. Taste the rice to see how much longer it needs. Now the crucial step: let it rest covered for 10 to 20 minutes. This finishes the steaming and blends all the flavors. My family didn't have the patience, so I pulled the meat out early and cut it into small pieces while the rice was resting. Now for the best part: gently mix the plov from the bottom up, bringing the meat, carrots, onion and rice together. I like to transform mine into a serving dish. It looks cleaner and more impressive. This dish is absolutely perfect. Every spoon is just full of flavor. Savory lamb, sweet carrot, perfectly cooked fragrant rice. This achuk-chuk salad is a perfect complement for the richness of this plov dish, and my family absolutely adores this dish. I would say it's totally worth the effort, especially if you're planning to invite your friends over. Give a try to this Uzbek plov. If you love this, please hit that like button, comment below if you tried plov before, and please subscribe to Chef in the House. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Wait, I have something to say.
What do you want to say?
I want to say that it's yummy. Yummy.